What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. um, Welcome back to the channel. If you noticed in the news and what the thumbnail says in the title, Intel is down 10% today after yesterday it had some dismal earnings. So I wanted to get into it. I don't want to get into the particulars of what the numbers were with the earnings, but I wanted to get into what the next move is if you own the stock like I do, or is it time to jump up the stock, and what options do you have, as far as what the CEO has said. Now, I just got done looking at MSNBC, and Pat Gelson was on there, and this is some of the stuff he said of what happened and why they had the negative outcome on their earnings call this quarter. So he said the first thing is their PC division didn't sell as much as they thought it was. Now you got to remember, this man just got into this job last year. So his prediction of what he said is by 2025 they want to be leaders in chip production. Now, will he achieve that? I don't know. But jumping back into this, so what he said his plan is going to be is he's going to draw down inventory. That's the first step they're going to do, which basically means the inventory that they have, they're going to mark it down as an expense. So it's not a loss, it's just an expense. And then in addition to doing that, they're going to raise the prices for some of their programs and some of their, I guess, computers in Q4 to make up for the loss of drawing down the inventory. Now, another thing is he's boasting a new product line next year. Now, this is what the man said out of his mouth of how, he's talking to investors. He's boasting a new product line next year of, some programs. I couldn't per se remember what the programs were, but he named 3 or 4 programs. He said that, the initial test of them are doing good and they're going to come out next year. So we got some new products coming out in addition to computers and stuff. Says the data center experienced the growth slower than the market. That's another reason why they're slow. It wasn't as they expected it to be. Their data center, the processing and all of that, and the skills that they acquire, that they offer, people, their clients. So it didn't get the market jump like they thought it was going to do. So and he says we're rebuilding from here, meaning I guess he's owning the mistake. So Pat Gelson, I can't really blame him. He has to say something. Now, whether he's true or not, I don't know. But as an investor in the company, I still believe in it. And like, these are the few points that I have the reason why I believe in the company. They have a 5-year plan to turn things around. Now, as a value investor, the stock right now is trading at $35 a share, and with the annual dividend yield of 3.68%. So to me right now, a $35 stock, looking at their future numbers and all of that, besides the what they'll do the rest of this year, I don't know. But it's a good company. I don't have a problem with it at all. I think they're going in the right direction. The fundamentals are solid. They just have to clear this thing up. Now, the CEO has only been here a year. So as far as Pat Gelson, I'll give him a shot. Another thing is they're rebuilding their execution machine. How they do things. That goes along again with him just getting here, installing his way of doing things, dealing with management, and getting everybody on the same page to move forward. He said they just hit the bottom. He thinks this is the bottom of where they are, and they can only go up from here, which is a good sign. The stock fell 10%, but it's only like $4. So $4 is not going to make or break me, especially with the $10. All it is a buying opportunity for what I want to do, and where I want to go in my position building in this company with this dividend. Now, is it? Another thing is, like I said, the dividend. The dividend is 3.68%. Now, the only thing that would create alarm for me, where I would stop buying, I don't know if I would sell, but I would stop buying if they cut the dividend. Now, if they cut the dividend, I can understand it because of the way some of these numbers are on here, you know, to save money. They might have to do that. Now, am I saying they're going to do that? No. He didn't even mention that, you know. But, I mean, as far as a growth stock, I like Intel. I like the sector it's in. And Intel has, you know, it's been lagging for a while, but they're trying to get to where they are. So I plan on holding it long term. So I don't have a problem with him saying, oh, 2025, we're gonna try to get back on our feet and we want to be a leader. Good, you have a goal. You know, now whether they execute the goal or not, it's gonna be peaks and valleys. I'm ready for that. And I'm dug in with Intel. They've made progress. They'll continue to make progress. Now, this is just my opinion and how I feel about the stock. And I'm not a fanboy or anything like that. I mean, if anything crazy would go, I would drop this like a hot stone, like I would do any other stock. But I mean, I believe in the principles. I believe where the company's going. It's just tough times right now. And as an investor, everybody's not going to hit earnings all the time. You know, will I be buying more shares? Yeah, but not today. Not today I won't. But I mean, as far as it's dropping, maybe next week. But this is why you have your cash reserves. Because opportunities like this will come once in a while. Well, I mean, often if you have enough stocks. But a $145 billion company is not going to fold up overnight because they didn't sell enough PCs. You know, or they got a CEO that's been a year. You know, it's just like in the NFL. If you have a coach, the coach is going to come in. You can expect to have a bad season that first year. This is his first year. You know, get the guy a shot. Let him go. So that's all I have for this. But I mean, I just wanted to touch on that. I didn't really get in particular because if you seen that Intel stock was down, you would have seen all the numbers and everything like that. But the guy said at the end, he's rebuilding from here. And that's all you can do. You know, now as far as everything else with Q4 and all of that, we'll have to see. But another thing he said is the data center business is expected to grow slower than the market. So, you know, it's just a marathon. It's not a sprint, and we'll give them a shot and we'll take it from there. You know, as far as me and my portfolio, I mean, I don't have all my eggs in one basket. I have other stocks, but I can afford to take a dip in Intel. I mean, that's what it's about when you're a value investor. But you guys tell me what you think. Drop a comment. Do you have Intel stock? How do you feel about what Pat Gelson said? And we'll take it from there. But I appreciate you spending time with me as usual, hearing the message. If it was educational for you, let me know. Drop me a comment if you got the stock or not, what your next move is. Are you thinking about buying it? And we'll take it from there. Once again, I'm Steve. And if you could, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Take care as usual.